Did anybody else skip the refight video? Just asking for a friend. I hope you kept your weapon tank, because this is where you actually get to use it. After refights, you get a large set of weapon drops. So Saturn, we want relatively full. You're going to need, I believe, 4 uses of Saturn for the rest of the game. Pluto, just get a large drop for Pluto. You don't really need too much. Neptune, you want to fill up. You need at least 7 shots of Neptune before we move on. And after that, just go. You don't need anything else. We have an E-Tank now. Isn't that nice? We drop down all these things. And the most unfortunate part of the game will happen here. Proto Man's going to beam in, and he's going to give you something. And that something might be an S capsule. It might be something that doesn't give you anything like this, or it might be an S capsule. I want to do a thing here. We're going to do this. Open up the timer. Just coincidentally orange and blue like my clothes right now. Right? That's your time loss for getting an S capsule. If he gives you anything else, you don't lose that time. Get rid of that. So this is a giant fist. So there's a little bit of time here. Doesn't look like I'm talking in this part of the video, so I want to actually fire this up. Wow, I missed some shots in there. So basically, there's that little bit of timing that you're going to have here. You kind of get a feel for when this is going to come down. 7 shots of Neptune will take out the fist. It's the same kind of deal. What you can do, because the floor is shaking and it makes it harder to jump, hold up, because then the Neptune shots will kind of get lobbed up a little bit extra high. So same kind of deal, same deal. Right, you have to 2-cycle this boss anyway, so losing a cycle isn't that bad. I'm not sure how much time you save by being on the right side of the screen here. I would recommend being on the right side anyway. The second boss here is a fist that is also weak to Neptune. That's why we have a W tank. So let's see what's going on. Am I talking here? I think we just lost a half of those 3 seconds. Slide! I'd like to repeat that. So, we're looking to stand kind of around here. Don't stand all the way on the left edge, or the game's going to outsmart you. It's going to realize, oh, no. And it's going to not let you get your 1-cycle killing. You want to stand here, look to the right, and at that point in the music, slide. If you get hit, it's not a big deal, as long as you have the hit points, which you really should. I think we just lost a half of those 3 seconds. Slide! So, yeah, there's that. So this fist is going to kind of come up here and slowly play the crane game coming this way. Very slowly. There's going to be a missile that kind of comes out too. And we have to hit it with 7 Neptune shots. Remember, hold up and left. If you feel more comfortable for whatever reason doing this from the other side of the screen for a 1-cycle kill, That's kind of fine, but we want to end this fight on the right side of the screen. So that's why we're making the fist go left to right. And remember, you have no Neptune left, so 2 shots. And then use that W tank. The menu there, you should just be able to kind of mash A on it, and it will default to the weapon you are currently on for using the W tank. So you should be okay. So there's going to be a lot of these like jump and jump and jump, and at the top of all these lob the salt water up and left at it. If you got the 2 hits in over here, you need 5 more hits. Saw this missile that kind of is taking this path here. One of the saltwater shots hopefully takes it out. Ugh. So that's scary, but it's done. And that's that. Here's Wily Machine. So Wily Machine has throws. What does Wily Machine do? Yeah, Wily Machine throws out a bomb, and you pummel it with lemons into the machine. It explodes. It does damage. Yay. Actually, no. The first thing it does is it fires these 3 missiles out, and you slide out of their way before they hit you. Then there's the snail head, and it tries to raise you up into these not lethal spikes. And then these bombs come out, and you have to shoot them into it. This is long, this is slow, this is not very glitchy, and then you have to fight a second phase. So we're going to do something else. We're going to Pluto dash into it so that we get iframes and immediately use Saturn, and look at that chunk of health that it just lost. Actually, I'm going to back this up just a little bit. And I'm going to push the slow motion. We're going to watch this at half speed. This is going at half speed. So immediately Pluto, before it even gets a life meter, you can pause and switch to Pluto and start charging it. Do the Pluto dash directly into it, and at basically point blank use Saturn. While that's forming up, switch to Pluto and switch back. You really just cancel it. Switch back to Pluto. You can do this any amount of times. You can kind of use that extra Pluto dash in there just to kind of reset the iframes for Mega Man. And then we're going to use Saturn again. If you don't kill the Wily Machine with Saturn, you get a second phase of this fight. If you're curious about that second phase, use Earth in the Spark Chaser and just let that take out Wily. The spikes don't actually kill you. You will kill Wily before Wily kills you. And then if you're Mannix, jump on the Wily capsule as you get the kill. If you use Saturn for whatever reason, the game gets confused. I actually have no idea why it glitches out like this. But you skip the second phase of the fight and go immediately to this cutscene. Dr. Wily reveals that he has found the Doomsday Robot Sun God, or Sunstar if you're reading the US manual where we can't use the word God at all. And I'm still watching this video in slow motion. Hey! I'm going to play it at double speed actually for a little bit here. This is actually double speed for this part of the video. Look at that. Look at that. And oh my god, he blew up Dr. Wily's capsule. Bring it back down to normal speed. So Sunstar takes 1 point of damage from every attack. You can hit him twice with some attacks if you want to count that as doing somewhat more damage, but yeah. So the deal with Sunstar is the first 2 phases of the fight, if you do 6 hit points of damage, you move to the next phase of the fight. So the first thing he's going to do is fire a giant laser of destiny at you. And you can already tell I've already got like the half charge of Pluto going, much like I did to start the Mercury refight. I want to kind of charge forward, use this actually for speed, and then start firing lemons and get 1 point of damage in before he fires the laser. And then kind of get over here and just do that. So from here, I want to get 5 shots in. I'm going to be sprinkling in short Pluto dashes as we go for the iframes. I don't think any of them hit him. Like, you could hit him with Pluto too if you really wanted to. But really, I'm abusing the fact that everything does 1 point of damage, so I might as well use the lemons. And then the Pluto dash becomes my defense. 6 points of damage. You kind of get a feel for the pattern he's going to do. I wasn't even remembering what it was, so it's like those ground shots that got under you. The same thing that hit Dr. Wily in the cutscene. So as long as you kind of every so often use the short Pluto dash, and I mean, especially if you get the S capsule, you have a ton of Pluto to waste. Just keep yourself in iframes and fire lemons. At the end of the first 2 phases, you'll get that burning floor you fall through. And you move on to the next phase. It wastes a little bit of time to take damage on the way down. Not much. So this is about the spot you want to stand, right? Just to the left of this. 2 shots, short dash. 2 shots, short dash, 2 shots. That's this entire phase. 1, 2, dash. 1, 2, dash. 1, 2. I got hit again. You can tell I'm starting to feel it. Mega Man's starting to feel it. But it's not bad. I have lost PBs to not getting this point of damage in. Get that point of damage in. It's free. Sunstar is going to kind of do this. That is way too high for where he's going to go, but he kind of does that bit of a loop. So 1 point of damage, jump, slide, jump, and then 1, 2, 3. Now you see why it's important. You get 3 points of damage in. He has 3 points left now because I got that 1 point earlier. Same thing on the other side. That's video game. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. That's the video game. Have fun. Go. Get sub 50. There's so few of us in sub 50 land. I guess I say shoutouts to Tremaine here because between Tremaine and VB, I have a better time in this game. Mothrius made the task that I'm familiar with. Preddy made the SDA run that kind of got me going with a bunch of strats. Manix has picked up the game recently. Picard's flute and new. Yeah, I think I've got the Mega Man V community. Paraphilia has had a great time since forever in this game too. Who's Butts? That's that feels like a recent time, but that's a 54. Nice. EBC. Struthers has a 59. Casual Tom. Airhammer. AZX. Poco. Primal's time is posted. I posted Green Z's blind time. Used Pizza's time is on here too. I think I posted Green Z's time just to make sure, just to put more times up here. So yeah, video game. My voice is dead and it's 1 a.m. I hope you enjoyed this mess of videos. Let's hope I didn't talk over this. I think I'm talking over this. We have this. Yeah. I'm playing the credits silently is dumb.